Welcome, everybody. My name is Jim McCowan. We are here for tonight's episode of Garden State Esports' Advisors Academy. We have a few housekeeping things to go through real quick, and then we have another special guest for tonight. So we'll get into Insights GG in just a little bit. All right, but updates for tonight. We are about halfway through our fall championship season. All right, as a reminder, please make sure that we are reporting our scores. Both coaches should be reporting scores so that we don't have any holdups in getting those finalized. School Boards Association conference next Tuesday and Wednesday. Garden State Esports will be at the SHI booth. We'll have a local Rocket League tournament with 10 teams playing. Chris and I will both be there. Come stop by, say hello, tell your admin teams that are going to school boards to stop by, say hello. Chris and I would be happy to answer any questions they may have. Contender seasons, our JV experience schedules are up. Regular season for that will get started soon. If you have any questions, reach out to the competition committee and GSE team, and we'll get you squared away there. CyberStart America, our cybersecurity competition, registration is still active. You can still get in the game. The competition itself will run through the first week in April 4th, I believe it ends. We have created an entire step-by-step how-to guide for getting yourself and your students registered in CyberStart America, joined to the Garden State Esports team so that we can keep track of student scores, student progress, and award some prizes for top performing students. If you have any questions on getting yourself started with CyberStart America, please reach out to me, Jim at gsesports.org, or ping me on Discord. Be happy to help you get yourself and your students set up for that. Another quick thing to keep on your radar, Challenger season, our similar experience to Special Olympics. That'll get started in about a month or so. Challenger season will take place on Thursdays. Much like Special Olympics competitions, we will have a requirement that one Challenger student is on the field at all times. I believe we're doing Rocket League again this year. But if you have any questions on that, want to get registered for our Challenger season, again, reach out to the GSE team, competition committee, Chris, myself, and we will help you get set up for that. Other than that, things are off to a good start so far this year. Championship season seemed to be going well. Did we have any questions? I don't think I've seen anything in the Discord that we need to go over aside from what Chris sent out in his league update earlier this week. So if we have no major questions, we will get right into our guest. So let me stop sharing here. And I'm going to introduce Mr. Jim from Insights GG. Welcome. How are you tonight?
Hey, Jim. Thanks for inviting me. Hey, Garden State Esports. My name is Jim, co-founder of Insights Platform, along with my other business partners. I just want to share my screen here. Seems like it's disabled for participants. But basically what we do at Insights there is...
you should be good to share now, Jim.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So Insights, what do we do here? Basically, our vision is we help gamers improve their performance through game footage reviews. Now, I myself am not an esports coach whatsoever. My passion was in esports, but my career background is in tech. So my business partner, he actually owned multiple esports teams. If you know Overwatch, there were a lot of Overwatch League teams. We worked with a lot of Overwatch League teams over there, and then we realized that there was tech missing in the process of the coaching system. So during scrims, during VOD reviews, everything was very archaic, notepad out, Excel sheets somewhere, YouTube videos, Twitch videos lying around somewhere. very not organized. So I came in and proposed a solution to create this platform to help gamers organize their scrims better. And through that, we multiple iterations later, we developed this whole platform where we allow users to create record gameplays, upload them to insights.gg, and all the collaboration can happen in one platform. So what we do is we have two major tools. We have Insights Capture and insights.gg, the website platform for collaboration purposes. Most important thing is that we help gamers improve by recording. And with our tools, you're able to review. And with our platform, you're able to connect with others and collaborate. So what am I talking about when we record? Insights Capture, our game footage app, automatically will record all your games and also automatically timestamp all your games with kills, deaths, and assists, depending on the games you play. For example, if you're playing Rocket League, it'll timestamp like when you score a goal. If it's League, when you get a kill. Same thing with Valorant. They'll timestamp round starts and assists and whatnot. So with this whole automated system, now it's so easy for you to just simply start a game. Insights Capture will automatically start recording. And then once the game is over, now you have a clear footage of your recorded game with all the timestamped events, so that no coach has to watch the whole gameplay. You can quickly sift through all the game events where you got to kill. When the round starts here, you can quickly sift through all the video right there. And that's how you're able to review videos faster. And that's how we streamline this whole process of VOD review. So the coaches can take advantage of Insights Capture. And once that's done, now that you have a recording, now what do? You want to share with your team, you want to share with your students, your other coaches. All you have to do is upload that video that you just recorded from Insights Capture, and you can upload directly to insights.gg website. It's all streamlined for you there as well. Once the video is uploaded to the cloud website, insights.gg, now everybody in your team can have access to your video and start making drawings and comments, which I'll talk more about in the next slide. First, obviously, we are a startup company, but we have built many credible testimonials already. We've worked with multiple Overwatch League teams. We've worked with top tier esports teams such as Team 100 Thieves. And then we also work with Ghost Gaming, and these are some of the testimonials that they've given us. All the coaches, the key thing that they say is that just save them tons of time and produces more effective communication, more effective strategizing. So just happy to hear with all these coaches that have used our platform. And I just want to give you a quick demo in terms of what we do in terms of Insights, in terms of recording. Once you start recording, like I said, we'll have a widget at the bottom left corner, which is you can turn it on and off. That will indicate that you're automatically starting recording. With that, you can also write Notepad, or if you're a student and you want to make your own bookmarks, you can do so with a hotkey. I'll do a whole demo after the slideshow. But basically, all the kills and deaths and all the other game events will be timestamped. But if you, let's say, want to make a bookmark at a specific time of the video, you can do so, saying, "Oh, we did something wrong here." You can do so with just a manual bookmark. Now, this is where you upload it to insights.gg. You have your own hub with your team. As you can see, you have all the different channels. It's like a Discord kind of style, and you have folders, and these are where you guys do your whole organizations and your VOD reviews. As you can see, the main buttons are the upload and the live session, which I'll go into later as well. But basically, this is your main dashboard for your team. You see all your videos, you have all your channels, you have all the folders based on what you want. And then moving on to the next one, which is this is the main video replay review page, where all the students will be able to see the video. There's drawing tools at the bottom, all the comments on the right. This is where the coach may review the whole video asynchronously or synchronously. It's up to you guys. But then the students will see these comments and they can reply to it, interact with it, click on it. Once they click on it, they'll see like a drawing, what the coach made. So for example, these are actual examples that we ran from our own internal coaching committee. Obviously, I can't show the actual team's comments just because of security. But these are some of the examples that we can see. The key thing is, in this case, we have something called a comment label. That way you can label comments based on key facts such as positioning, mechanical questions, minor issues. These are things that you can just do to organize your comments better. In this way, when you want to, you can also filter them, saying, okay, what were the bad comments that you can just click on the bad label, and then you can start seeing only the bad comments. But this is the basic way of doing comments. And you can obviously, the students will reply to these and also give a thumbs up, or if they acknowledge the comments, they just give a thumbs up. And then to the next part, I will do a quick demonstration. Now, what you're seeing is an actual live website of the insights.gg. I just made a demo team called High School Esports. Once the recordings are done, you can upload to this insights.gg website. Now, if you look here, these are the 3 videos that I've uploaded previously. And I've made some channels depending on how the Garden State Esports runs. I have a team called Valorant Team, Apex Legends. You can label it as however you want. These are some of the examples that our current coaches use. For example, they have a server, the channel just for roster 1, roster 2, different games. And here we have a private channel. Now this is for, let's say, just for a student or just for a group of people that you only want them to see. Now in this case, I have a channel called Thomas, and I invited only Thomas. So out of all the members here, only Thomas can see this channel, and you can only enter that way. Only Thomas and the admin can see that channel and collaborate. This is just for, if you don't want other students to see what other students are interacting with, or their videos uploads, or if it's specifically just for that student, private channels are a good way to do so. And this is just the main dashboard. And if you click on the video, you'll notice that we saw the same image as a slideshow that I did. Basically, first thing I want to point out is, look at all these games, the timestamp game events here. So kills, death, round start, and everything is all timestamped here. So what you can do is just click on it, brings you straight to that video. And there's the same thing with death. Let's go straight to that video. Round number, this is when your round starts. This effectively allows you to efficiently review the videos and save a lot of time. And obviously on the right-hand side is where the comments are made. So for example, there's a comment here with the label positioning. And when you click on that comment, the students can easily seek through that time and then start reviewing the video and then reading the comment and giving a reply. Simple as that. And then here, I talked briefly about the drawing tool. If I click here, I opened up a map of this Valorant and then started drawing on it. And I'll give you a demo as well here, but effectively what this will do is provide more context for the students to see what the coach is talking about. Because if there's just a comment, it's not always the best at communicating the right context to the students. But if there's a drawing on top of it, it provides a more seamless understanding for the students. So just to give a quick demo here, here's a drawing tool. I click on the pen tool, just draw an arrow. And just like that, a comment's made with an annotated mark. And I can also add my own label here. This was a good positioning. So I would add good positioning label. And that's just like that. You have a comment with all these comment labels. And like I said, if I click on positioning, just positioning of the comment labels, it'll only show me comments with just positioning, and that the students can also effectively read the comments better. What other coaches do is they actually have a comment label just for each of their students. So for example, if I have a student named Jason and I have a comment that's specifically for Jason, I can just add Jason. And that way, when that student comes and watches video, they can just filter by their own name. And that way they only see comments just for Jason. So that's one of the main examples of how you guys can save time there with the coaches and the students being effective. And in this case, I also created a folder for each of the students. This is, again, it's up to you guys how you guys want to handle it, but it's just another organization tool that you guys can use. So in Spencer, if a student Spencer uses Insights Capture to record their gameplay, they can specify that, hey, I want all my recordings to go into this folder. They can do so from the Insights Capture app, which I'll also show you shortly. And that way, all the videos regarding from Spencer's POV or Richard's POV or Tom's POV will all be in their own folders. And that way the coach can go to each one of them and do their quick VOD review. And these are some of another feature called tags. And you can use this to sort your videos better. So for example, our default tags here are review, needs review, and skipping review. If there are videos that are already reviewed by the coaches, you just have to label it and then tag it. And when they click on reviewed, all the videos that were reviewed will be shown here. So for example, this is like the same video that I reviewed briefly. And if there are certain videos that needs review, I just have to click this and this video will indicate that these videos need review. So tags are another good way to manage your videos. Another use case our current coaches do. For a team called Apex Legends, they organize their folders by week 1, week 2, week 3 scrims. So all their videos for week 1 will be in here, week 2 will be here, and that's another way of organizing your VODs. Or another team, you want to create a folder just for a team that you're versing. So my Rocket League team roster 1, every time we verse esports team number 7, all the videos I want to go into this folder. Another way, this is just another way to do it. But our other user flow with the other coaches is they have a channel just specifically for the strategies that they do. So if we do strategy A, all the videos for strategy A will go into that folder. So you kind of get a sense of idea of how you guys have the free will to organize your videos. These are just some of the examples, our top used user flows of our customers. So this is just giving an example here. And then moving on to the actual recording app, we'll show you right here. I also have a game ready for you guys. I'll do a live demo for that as well, obviously. Obviously, when you download the Insights Capture app, it won't have a lot of these videos, right? But it's gonna look exactly like this. Once you download the app, all it is just basically, this is just gone. You just empty, and then that's when you guys can start recording. And once the recording is made, your videos will pop here. So for example, in this Insights Capture recording app, this is that same video that I showed you here, right here. I recorded it with the Insights Capture app. You can notice that all the timestamp game events are still here. You also have the student also has the ability to make comments here, and when they upload it, the comments will be uploaded as well. But this is only for the recorder's perspective. So obviously, when the coach want to review this, they have to upload this video to insights.gg, and that's where the coaches can actually comment on their video. But from the Insights Capture app, if they do want to comment on it, they can do so in their own video. So let's quickly do a demo of how our auto recording and game events work. So I have a game open up here. So if I go into Deathmatch, okay, so it seems like Valorant has updated in the meantime. So I'll just restart Valorant.
Gotta love those weekly updates, right?
Yeah, they update quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so while that's up running, I'll just talk a little bit more about our other features that might be very interesting to the students. We make it very easy for you to clip videos. Now, I know one of the things that Garden State Esports want to do is we want the students to, make their own clips and highlights and upload it to their own, friends and their group. We make it pretty easy. There's a giant clipping button here, or there's a clipping button here, and you can seamlessly just clip any part of the video that you want to share with your friends. Or we have a tool that will automatically create a highlight for you. So basically, once you finish a game, we automatically create a highlight for you for that video game. So for example, this game, if I click on this create highlight button, it just create a highlight video of this for me. So what this does is it's only going to show me my highlight of kills. So obviously, because I didn't get that many kills in this game, I only have a 10-second highlight from that 7-minute game. So it'll show me all the highlights of the clip. So it'll stitch up the clips together by itself. And obviously the depth is there because I died very quickly. But basically that's how it works. So you can see how we kind of streamline the whole process of, you play like for example, League of Legends, the games can go 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And then we can create a highlight for you automatically. That would be like 2 minutes, 3 minutes that you can easily share. Small file size, short video that you can share with your friends or your coaches and whoever you want actually. But let's see if Valorant's ready. So that's another thing that we're doing. And obviously us as a company, we are building more features to make it more accessible to create better content. So for example, adding animation, adding transitions, funny text, GIFs, whatnot. We obviously want to allow users to have fun, make their own creative content. So that's what we do here. You can see on the notification that the instance capture is active. And Alt-X is a default hotkey to show that blue widget that I mentioned about. You can click on it to manually record, but for Valorant, you don't have to. So I'm just gonna click Alt-X to hide it again. And then once I start a match, you will see a notification that it's gonna start. So momentarily, it says capture should automatically record here. And the cool thing about this is it's very silent. You just need to have instance capture running, and once you launch a game, you don't have to do anything to instance capture. You don't have to click manual record or anything. Yeah, once you're in the match, it'll start recording right away. So just to give you an idea here, notice how I just got a kill there, and then I'll see if I can just die here. Okay, so let's assume the game's over. I'm just gonna end the game. Yeah, your replay saved. Press the default hotkey to see that video. So if I click Alt H, now this is that same video that I just did. So notice how I just died here, and then the death if game event is shown right there. So it's a pretty easy recording demo. You literally just have to launch instance capture, have it running, and play any game you want, and it'll start auto recording. So that's the whole idea of this instance capture. Now, regarding uploading to your team, we have a giant upload button. You can upload it from here. For example, it'll show, if I click upload, it'll show all the teams that I have in my account. Notice you have to log in with the same account so that it has access to all the same teams that you have uploaded. So I'm going to choose the high school esports team here and the Valorant team, and I'm just going to start uploading. And once that's done, now we should be able to see it on the insights.gg. So notice how I just uploaded a video here, and it's take some time, obviously. Once the video is ready and you can watch the video. But just like that, my recording that I just read, although it's only 12 seconds, it's ready to be viewed now and ready for collaboration. So that's basically the whole process of what the student would do. The student would launch instance capture, start recording, upload that video to the team, and then the coach, once the video is uploaded, will get a notification that, hey, the student has uploaded the video. And once that's done, the coach can start doing the whole body review process. Now, I'll talk a little bit more about the setup process. So here, once the setup process for this is basically you just come to our website, you sign in. If you don't have an account with us, it'll prompt you to sign up. And once you sign up, that's all you just need to do. So for example, for us, what we just did was I just signed in with the account that I had just now, and it's the same dashboard that you just saw. This is the same dashboard. Once you sign in, it'll look like this, and then you can create your own team. Once you create your own team, it'll trigger a link to invite your students or other coaches copy the link and you can send it to whoever you want. And once they click on that link, they'll join them. And then now they're part of your team. So from here, now when you go back to Insights Capture, you can choose this team to upload now. So all that video recordings will now be shown on this team. That's pretty much the gist of it. If you guys have any questions, you can ask away now.
What games do you guys currently support?
We support all the top esports game. So top esports games, but on PC only. So for, I know you guys mentioned Super Smash Bros. Unfortunately, Insights Capture won't be able to run on Switch, whatnot. So what you can do is you can download that video from Switch to your PC and upload it directly. You don't have to always upload from Insights Capture to insights.gg here. You can always drag and drop any video that you have on your PC locally and then upload it to insights.gg. Obviously, granted, it won't have the game events, obviously, but you can still upload it to your team.
Very cool.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you a question, Jim, two Jims, right? Which Jim I talked to? Insights.
Yeah.
Or maybe Jim from GSE you might have a better answer to this one. As a GSE member, are we logging in with a special login so you recognize that we're coming in from Garden State Esports?
Yeah, so from my understanding, what will happen is all the high schools that are part of the Garden State Esports, there will be a person in charge from the administrator side from Garden State Esports giving us the approval to approve this team to have the premium subscription. And that way you guys can all take advantage of it. Yeah. So from our end, we have to wait for the approval from some administrator from the Garden State Esports side saying, hey, we're good to go. Can you give us access to the premium insights.gg?
Yep. And I would say, as long as we are as coaches using the same email addresses that we use for Garden State Esports, that'll make that whole process of verifying who's using it a lot easier.
That's right.
I'm just looking at the login page. I don't think I've created an account yet on Insights, but it also says you could sign in with Discord.
Yep.
Jim, GSE side, do we care whether it's that or the email?
I created mine using my school email, which is also how I created the Discord account that I use. But the, I'm a Google district, so log in with Google is just super easy. So I tend to do that as often as possible. But I don't think from a GSE standpoint, I don't think it's going to matter too much as long as we can easily verify you as the coach of your high school team.
Okay. What about allowing the students access? I thought you said something about the login. Is it only the coach who has access to the software right now, or are we going to be allowed to have students as coaches and team captains uploading stuff?
Students will be able to create their own accounts. So this is one of those things where, these highlights, these clips, things like that are being created by the students, especially if they're creating highlight reels and things like that. Those are the kind of things that students may want to include in recruitment videos. So this is one of those areas where if the students are creating their own accounts, that all that data, all that information, those videos can then follow those students as they move on to the next level, things like that. So, I know some coaches will have different feelings on that. Some coaches may decide to create generic accounts. But I think for a lot of coaches, having the students create their own accounts and join the school team within Insights platform is probably the way that most will go.
Yeah, exactly. And if the students actually make the comments and try to collaborate, that data will also follow with their own account as well and see, hey, the students has been very collaborative, giving good strategies, thought-provoking comments. So yeah, it all ties with the students. That'll be would see probably the best way for you guys to go about. So basically a team, coach would create a team, send that link to all the students, all the coaches. You guys join the team and start recording away and uploading.
Yeah, and this is a great opportunity to get some of those codec career pathways involved as well. You know, we always talk about the strategists, the theory crafters, and those, you know, career pathway positions. They can be making clips, they can be, you know, leaving comments and things like that. You know, we always try to talk about, you know, understanding the meta of the game, breaking the meta with those different strategies and things like that. What a great opportunity to be able to do that and show it on video. You know, we could have done this here. So I think this is a great opportunity to get even more kids involved than just your starters. You know, your subs can get involved, you know, leave comments, things like that, positive reinforcement for great plays, you know, all that kind of stuff built right into the system. How easy.
We like easy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh man, those automatic highlight reels, man, that
Yeah.
just made my night right there because
Oh, absolutely.
I'm always asking the kids to give me highlight reels because a lot of times I watch them play on Twitch or something. Like I don't
Yeah.
have the games here, so I'm not spectating directly. So, and then they never do because they get busy, and it's like, well, that would be just so nice to have those highlight reels and be able to show off, even if it's only a 10-second little video, Jim. You know, something just, hey, this is what I did well. This is what I'm proud of, and be able to share that with everybody would be fantastic. So
Right.
it sounds like you said that once we create our own account as coaches, we will then invite our students basically to our own team
That's
in
right.
Insights.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
And then and I don't, do we have somebody then who will help us with tech as far as, I don't know if I can get my school to approve us to download the capture, you know, right? That's a downloadable software we have to download on the computers to do the capturing, right? Oh, actually, no, I was going to say that, but I realized the kids don't play their games on our computers at school anyway. So they would just have to download it on their own home PCs,
Yeah,
and then upload from there. Okay.
that's right. Yeah.
But somebody has to have permission to download the software.
Yeah.
But the other part of it is web-based. The actual coaches
Yeah,
part is all
after you
web-based.
upload to insights.gg, that's all web-based. So that's where all the collaboration happens. In terms of once the actual the team representative creates a team, I guess at that point you can already let one of the admins from Garden State Esports to let them know that, hey, this is my team. I want them approved. And once they give the okay, then we'll approve it right away. And so as soon as then, when you send the invite links to the students and to start joining your team, they'll automatically have the premium access.
Do you think, Jim, that we'll have a channel on our Discord for that or something? What do you think will be the best way for the teachers to let you know, hey, GSE, can you approve me for Insight? Like, so you know that we've already created our accounts.
Yeah, we'll probably do something similar to that. I don't know where exactly that will live just yet. But we'll come up with something to make it as easy as possible.
That'd be nice. And also just have that chat channel for the coaches and wait, how do I do this? And
Yeah,
oh,
of
you've got a
course.
great way to do this. And I had the great way and, you know, suggestions and comments specifically around VODs.
Yeah, if I had to guess, that'll probably be a new channel created under the general discussion set of topics.
Yeah.
You know, where we have general chat, tech support, questions, and all that kind of stuff. We'll probably add something in there.
You guys
But-
are also more than welcome to add me to that tech support channel because obviously, you know, we are aware of certain issues that could go wrong in terms of like hardware issues. You know, my laptop's not good enough to run all these things. You know, I'm more than happy to answer all those questions. So whatever makes you guys easier in terms of tech support, you guys can just let me know.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think that's a great idea. I love the platform. You know, my TV production teacher does the morning announcements, keeps on bugging me for, you know, esports clips so that he can throw them in the morning announcements. That job just got a whole lot easier.
Right. Yeah. I mean, hopefully, yeah. That's I'm sure the students will make tons of highlights, and sometimes it's like some of them, they don't even realize that they were recording. And they
Yeah.
now they say, oh, I wish I recorded. And wait, you had Insights Capture running. You did record. So
Yeah.
it's always a good thing to keep this running, and then they see a cool highlight of themselves.
Absolutely. And then also, you know, we're starting with the player of the week, like in Rocket League, right?
Yeah.
That's something we started this year. So being able to highlight instead of just having like a still graphic that says, oh, you know, so proud of our player of the week, and it's this little boring little image. Now we can do a little clip to show, hey, this is why this player was player of the week.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, Rocket League, I'm actually pretty happy about that, where our highlights is pretty good with the goal scores and whatnot. So Rocket League will be a fantastic game to try it out. I will also send you the Garden State Esports, the whole league, with a PDF of what I just summarized in terms of setup and certain features that I, obviously, if I were to go over everything, that would take a while. So like such as like you can customize the highlight timings. So you want to see more before you kill someone, or you know, got an assist and whatever whatnot, you got a goal, you can change that. You're allowed to merge multiple clips with different videos yourself as well. And you can also make comment labeled bookmarks. You know how I was saying you can make a manual bookmark. You can also bookmark with a comment label attached to it, so that you know exactly what context it is when you bookmarked at that time. But yeah, these are all the things that I can just totally send you as a PDF of. So
Yeah, that'll be a great thing for us to include in our next weekly newsletter.
yeah,
Add to our growing partnership document.
awesome.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. I'm already in here. I love the fact it looks like Discord.
Yeah.
Just, you know, it's comfortable feeling with everything
Yeah.
else going on with esports.
I mean, our markets, the gamers, and we know Discord is a fantastic platform. So you know, the similar layouts, but we hope you guys like our platform. You know, make sure that we just want to make sure that we provide value to you guys, right? So just make sure that you guys are having a more effective, streamlined process of audio reviews. The students like it. You know, seeing their own highlights. It's always a pleasure sight to see when.
Yeah,
Jim, on the
absolutely.
insights, when it's capturing, like you were showing off Valorant and you know how many kills and things, is there some kind of aggregate data that it also can summarize for a player, either in a game, other than along the bottom of the video? Would it also give you some kind of like accumulative stats?
Yes, that's actually a good question. So why don't I just share my screen? I don't have it here, but I'll just give you a quick another demo here. So right here, you can already see that this is you can, on the thumbnail, you can see what the my KDA was and what the outcome of this match was. But I don't have it recorded here, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. But we actually have I did record it. Okay, sorry. So this is the stats tab. So these are aggregated stats for this match only, though. So if you want to see aggregated stats across your whole, you know, time at the league, that'll be something that we can discuss, and I could provide something for you guys as well. But basically, when you play Valorant, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but there's a certain game modes that we provide stats for. So in this case, this is called the Spike Rush, and we are aggregate a certain amount of data that we got. So for example, damage done, your headshot percentage, that kind of stuff. We show that on the stats tab here as well. And you can quickly sift through, see what these are the different rounds, and you can see all the rounds that you won, rounds that you lost, stuff like that. So we have it for Valorant and League of Legends. So I don't have a League of Legends video here, but as well, but League of Legends, when you play a full match, you'll have a League of Legends type of stats that look similar to this. So yeah, so in terms of aggregated stats, kind of only for that match that you just played, but it's better than just, you know, seeing all the kills and just how many kills, deaths, assists I got. But yeah, that's what we also provide.
So now with that, I know for League of Legends and Valorant, we generally do a best of 2 series.
Mhm.
that would be two separate videos,
That
correct?
will be two separate videos.
Okay.
So though the stats won't be aggregated, it'll be stats just for those two separate matches.
Easy enough
But,
to add
yeah.
up those though.
But I mean, like, these are some of the feedbacks that we can get, and we can always build something like that. Since we have talked about this before, so I like how Amy pointed that out, because that is what a lot of people want. They want to see an aggregated stats of how have I been doing since I downloaded this capture.
Yeah.
Have I been improving? Stuff like that. That's very useful. So for now, we just have the per video stats, but yeah, in the future, we definitely might have aggregated stats. for
Yeah, I
the
was
whole
thinking
recordings.
even for students who are, in high school and they're looking to go to college and they want to play collegiate, and somebody's asking for their stats, it's nice to have them not have to sit there and add all their stats together
Right, of
for
course,
every match
yeah.
they've ever played. It'd be nice to be able to see it
That's
and,
right.
see their improvement too, because
Yeah.
usually you're going to see that growth as they get the feedback and they work on their game.
Right.
And how many hours did they
Yep.
spend committed to this? And what did they do when they're with their time and reviewing the videos and then
That's right.
executing them? Like, did they put the coach's advice to into the play on their next round?
So, yeah, that's actually very important.
Yeah, and a great way for programs that give out varsity letters to
Mhm,
really take a look and say most improved player.
mhm.
Having those aggregate stats will make that conversation a lot easier.
Right, yeah. Yeah, definitely see that, yeah. Yeah, stats are always something that we're always working with, whatever we think that fits into our vision where we help the gamers improve, we'll do it. So, yeah, definitely align with you there.
This is really exciting. So this is awesome. What other questions? The videos that we would upload, like, let's say we're talking Smash and we know we just have to, we're uploading, like, I'll say static, they're videos, but obviously they're not being live captured.
Mhm.
Those wouldn't have any of the stats. Would it create a highlight reel from that, or you'd have to do that manually?
Yeah, that will have to be done manually as well. The highlights won't be there just because if Insights Capture is not running while they're gaming, obviously, and not in a PC, then unfortunately we can't timestamp the game events, and the highlights are effectively coming from the timestamp game events. We just look at, hey, where did they get all the kills? Let's merge them together and create a short clip. That's what we do. So for Super Smash Bros, yeah, unfortunately, the current users that are using our platform to upload Super Smash Bros. Is they take the video footage out from their Switch and then upload it to their Insights GG from their PC. So for those ones, it's more so a strictly VOD review. So you won't have game events and whatnot. But Super Smash Bros. Is very like frame by frame kind of analysis. So you kind of want to watch the whole video for those kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a lot that goes on in there that goes into
Yeah.
combos
It's
and things like
crazy.
that.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, yeah, besides Super Smash Bros, I don't see any other games unless, like I said, if you guys play those top esports games on console, then it'll have the same fate as the Super Smash Bros. You just have to take it out of your console, import it to your PC, and then upload it to IGG from there. But if you're playing from PC, we support all the top games. I will have to double check on that. The
Omega Strikers
Omega Strikers,
and Knockout City, I think
Yeah.
were the only two that I noticed missing from your main page of supported.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, we actually do support Knockout City. It's just that
Oh,
we don't have
awesome.
game events for those, which
Gotcha.
means it'll start. The Insights Capture will run, but you will have to manually record those and then manually end. Those won't
Okay.
have the game events. So we are limited by the partner that we're working with, which is Overwolf. They provide all the game event timestamp. We just create the whole app experience and whatnot.
Gotcha.
But we can always let them know that we have a whole league wanting this game events for this game. Can you guys do something for us? And they're more than happy to work with us on that.
Awesome. Well, Jim, this was great. Can't thank you enough for taking the time out to show us, everything that your
No worries.
platform can do, capture, Insights GG. I'm really excited to get started. I think Amy is as well. And I know all the other coaches that'll watch this on demand, are going to be just blown away, just like we were, with how much your platform can do. It's
Right on, yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks for having me, guys. Really excited to see what Garden State Esports has, and I was actually really excited when Chris and Miles reached out to us, because we actually work with a lot of collegiate teams as well. We helped a league over there in college, and they liked it, and so we wanted the same for you guys as well. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, Jim, again, thank you. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me. I can help relay those questions to Jim. But I have a feeling you'll be seeing him a little bit more as the year goes on. So
Mhm.
thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next time.
Awesome.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.